If you was ever in a house on Rikers Island or any jail, prison, or institution, I need you to pop out for once. Even if you always watch and never say anything, you gotta let these youth and these people know the truth. Like, we wasn't always thumping. It's not always a problem. We can live together in harmony as regular human beings. You see, even in the state penitentiary, these guys right here you see in the picture, that's me in the state penitentiary upstate. After you get sentenced and you go up top, pop with your 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, whatever you got. I think that time I had a 4.5 to 12. If I'm not mistaken, that was that bid. Respectfully, I got a few bids under my belt. Nothing to glorify, just telling a story in hopes that you don't end up like us. But check this out. The guy over here, Pop, on that pic with the all red, obviously, he's a blood gang member, right? The one with the tank top, that's Suave. He was a Crip, a member of the Crips gang since he was a baby, since he was young. I think he told me, if I'm not mistaken, his whole family was Crip and he was born into it because they came from PA, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, PA. And then they started living in New York City. And he's in New York. I seen him in New York, all that. So I told the story on what happened with my friendship and his. You get it? How I destroyed that. I was a man about that. But he was my guy up north. And when he told me he was a Crip, being that the Crips were getting jumped by the Bloods everywhere they went, and Kings at a certain times, right? Let's keep it a stack. There was a lot of Kings. You know, we ride in the 5, Pop. U6 is New York City. We was on some number situation, and that's what was happening. But check this out. If this is your first time here, consider hitting like, subscribing, tell a friend to tell a friend. You heard? My name is Warpath. I'm from New York City, Brooklyn. This is the show On The Lockout. So anyway, the reason why we need you to keep it real is because when people hear our stories, they go left. And in real life, they start looking at the other people like, bro, you was doing wrong to my peoples. Like all the time. Like there was never peace. And while the wars were going on and situation and isolated incidents, there was a lot of houses that dudes was in that was like, nah, I grew up with boy. He Crip, ain't nobody doing nothing. Like I had those situations. Suave was my guy. And here's what I told Suave when he told me, yo, I'm Crip. I said, holy snap, dude. I said, huh? Huh? I got Scooby-Doo on him, you heard? Real quick. Huh? Huh? Did you just say that? Like, right? And shout out to everybody. If you don't know about the Scooby-Doo thing and you think you heard someone else say it before us, do your history respectfully and humbly. Because people are weird on how long we've been doing this. We're as humble as I can be, bro. So anyway, with that being said, nah, we wasn't always in turmoil and disrespecting and thumping. We was living Bloods, Kings in houses together. Like at one point, it was like, bro, is there any neutrals in the world? You get it? Because it was like you went into a house and half of the house is Blood and the other half is King. And there's like 3 Muslims and like 2 neutrals or whatever, right? Like I was like, holy snap. Like it got out of control. Then you started seeing Crips living, like coming through, like I'm about it, ain't nobody doing that. And they was living too. They started locking down their story. They started locking down houses. You get it? And at one point, there was certain Kings and Bloods that knew the Crips there, and he's in there, and dudes are knock on the door like, yo, bro, you need to get out of there, bro. You can't be there. What? Now, he don't want to leave. He's comfortable. But homie, you're not this if you stay in there. That looks weird, right? So dudes were doing that. It was a lot of like demanding and telling others what to do. Like, nah, you can't F with them if you effing with us. And that's just, you know, you gotta respect what you signed up for. So my whole thing is this, bro. Let us know if you ever been in a spot where everybody was living. Keep it real. Let's see if you could be honest, because a lot of people been having a problem with this and acting. You see, it sounds better to people for views, right? Destruction of our own people. When the reality of it is, even today, when we go outside, and if you was in the Almighty Latin King Nation, if you was Crip, if you was whatever, we go outside, we hanging out with Bloods, Crips, Patrias, all that in New York City. If you a good dude, you a good dude. You can't tell me otherwise. Nah, that's my guy. You crazy? I know him for 15 years, right? So I don't know. Or am I the only one in the world that knows people from every... No, it can't be, bro. So, but if you leave it up to the internet and people that were not there, they making up stories just so they can gain traction and views. And that's bad with the algorithm. When you see, when somebody just says a lie or makes something up and they get hundreds or thousands of views, what you think that individual is going to do the next time? He lied about him being like that on the island, being gang. You can't get one person or half a person to verify he was that, right? Unless it's somebody he met on the internet. What you think he's going to do the next time? Right, he's going to lie again. And it's getting out of control. And I would lie to you if I didn't say it don't bother me, because it does bother me, because the majority of my friends and people that I be around, they in everything, bro. And we don't be on it. And I don't like when in the comment section somebody be like, yo, boy, we not supposed to be messing with them people, but you live somewhere else. You get it? We don't live where you live at. We didn't grow up like you grew up. Respectfully to everybody, wherever you from. We from New York City. Puerto Ricans and blacks. You can't tell us like, yo, y'all New York dudes are out of control. Where you see people riding the 5, doing the, or riding the 6 or whatever. And I'm not promoting gangs or anything. We never do that. I never been in a gang a day in my life. Right? If you know what you're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. You get it? But with that being said, bro, you're going to tell me you was never living somewhere where it was Bloods, Crips, and Kings in a house? Never. And I've been locked up in 2000s recently. Like, when was it? This year, last year? On the island twice. And not much changed. Facts. So, or you gonna tell me you was never living with Bloods, like mad Kings and Bloods, and even nietas that were saying like, yo, well, you know, yo no corro acá, yo corro en Puerto Rico. You know how they do, right? Respectfully. But they there. Like, nah, bro, it's just weird. But shout out to everybody, bro. I'm just saying, keep it real, bro. Because there's a lot of younger people that, whether you believe it or not, they watching us, bro. And you're confusing them and filling them with hate. Don't do that, bro. It's wrong. Thank you for tuning in to OnTheLockout. We live in a few. Thank you for subscribing to Golden Culture with a K also. And if you want to grow your platform, the link's in the description to my tech channel. Tech for Rec, T-E-K, the number 4 and R-E-K. I just posted a video with an awesome webcam over there. There's not even $25. Facts. Let's get it. Poof.